Hello, YouTube people. Yes, I am out here again jogging as usual. I wanted to talk to you all about blackmail. I feel within me that somebody is being blackmailed big time. This person has something over your head, and they're trying to keep it so that you won't go anywhere. So they're keeping you stuck in your position. You could have been boyfriend and girlfriend at one time, maybe had kids with them or whatever. And they said if you don't marry them, you are going to have big problems because they're going to tell everybody what you did. And it has all to do with your finances. And this is why you have gone crazy over finances. You've always wanted to do the right thing, but never could figure out what it was that you were supposed to do. And you might have a good heart inside, but this person was pushing all of your buttons. And it came down to the point of you just deciding that you just wanted to leave it all. But this person holds this over you and gets you to do these things in order to make money for his or her habits, maybe drugs, maybe something else. And you don't want to do it, but they're getting you to do it because they're holding this over your head. And they've been doing it for a long time. And your fear is that your family and friends and maybe another loved one in the past, an ex or whatever, might find out about what it is that you're doing or have been doing. And so they're holding it over your head and they're not letting go of it. And they're threatening you at all costs. It could be a husband, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, whatever. They're holding this over your head, and they continue to hold it over your head because they know you fear that it's going to get out. And when it gets out, people are going to look down at you. They're not going to understand. They're going to be very disappointed in you. So you go along with whatever it is that they want you to do. And they continually do it. And it saddens you, and you feel lonely and afraid. But just know this, there is a God in the heavens, the third heaven, and He is there to protect you. As you call upon your angels, they are there to protect you also. And no matter what it is somebody could have against you, even if people want to judge you, it's gonna get over with, you know, once it comes out into the light, because that person could even tell whoever they want at any given time, you know, even if you're doing what they're telling you to do, they could tell it at any time and everybody will know anyways. So why will you hold back and not want people to know about it? It's hard. It really is. For somebody to hold something over your head like that and threaten to tell everybody if you don't do what they tell you to do. It's very difficult. And I understand that. But you can pray about it You can put your big boy underwear and big girl panties on and accept it. It's something of your past. The people that love you will still love you, and the people that throw you away and throw you to the trash weren't worth it anyways. They weren't. So, in saying that, you should just own up to it, whatever it was, you know. I happen to know, because I know a lot of girls from the Philippines. They had all kind of, let's just call them boyfriends overseas. And they were getting money from these guys, all different guys. And they continually did it like it was a business or something. And they didn't care. It was all about the money that they were getting. And they really didn't care. Like I told you, there was a girl in my past. Her name was Jovi Lynn. She was married. I don't think the guy was in on it. I know his sister very well. That's the one that I used to call my best friend. And she was like 500 strong of guys and getting money from each and every one of them. And she just did that as like a business, and people just, you know, sending her $20 or $50. But if you add it all up, it becomes a whole lot of money. And, you know, it's ill-gotten gains nevertheless. But don't worry about anybody finding out about that. Or if you're doing some kind of drugs or drinking heavily or whatever it is, don't worry about somebody in your family or friends that are close by to you finding out about it. Because if they lose you because of that, they were never really good at all anyways. So don't try to not break up this I'm so upset with what I'm saying right now. Do not worry about what your friends or your family might think of you. In due time, they will get over it if they truly love you as a person. And even if you happen to love one of your exes or something like that, if they truly loved you, they would get over it too. And they would listen to what you had to say, no matter what it was. But never, ever live with anybody just because they might tell something that you don't want let out. Never. Never. Stand your ground. Have pride in yourself. Let go of that fear. Fear will only put you in a situation that you don't want to be in. Can you imagine yourself 50 years from now with that same person holding that over your head? Or 40 years, or 30 years, or 20 years, or 10 years. You don't want that. So whatever it is, let it go. Seek forgiveness in God first. Ask God for forgiveness. Tell Him you're very sorry for what you did. Whatever it is. If it's something like what I just said, you might face something. Who knows? But in the end, you'll come to grips with everything. And you can even take that to court and say, look, that person held that over my head. I wasn't wanting to do that, but they made me do it because of this and because of that. And, stand up for yourself and your rights. Don't let somebody keep you or keep hold of you because they're selfish and they don't really care about you. They want to see you suffering is basically what it is. They want to see you suffering because they're not happy. Miserable people keep company with miserable people. So if they want you miserable, they're going to keep that there and say, look, I'm going to tell blah, blah, and your family and your friends and your exes and everybody else, I'm going to tell all of them what it is that you've been doing. I mean, if you're a woman or even a man, maybe you were a prostitute or something like that, selling your body for money. Like I said, if those people in your life truly love you, which I'm sure your family does, and maybe they're going to be mad. They will be mad, but they will get over it. Trust me, they will. I've done things in my life that I'm not happy for, and my whole family did that same thing. They were upset with me, and they didn't want to talk to me for almost a year. They did not want anything to do with me. But I got over it. They got over it. We got together. We hugged each other. We cried. And now everything's good. Just make sure that you don't make those same mistakes again. It's just a big mistake. It's not something so terrible. It's not. You almost got me crying here. Because I can feel it. I can feel the energy. Somebody has something over you. And I feel bad for you. Whoever you are. There might be more than one person out here that's like that. And I feel really saddened by it. That they're keeping something over you. Anyways, I want you to know that I love you. I love you so very, 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 very much. Love yourself. Please love yourself. Love God. And by all means, love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.